Good day, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. International Fab Talks is all about connecting with the right kind of people, getting to know about their work, getting to know about their struggles, and how they have been able to emerge victorious no matter what they have faced in life. Life is not easy for many of us. I mean, all of us, I should say. In fact, we have to face life with all the challenges that come our way. We have a very inspiring personality today, joining us all the way from a lovely place called as Dombivli, which is located in Thane and connected to Mumbai. So that's really very nice to have him joining us all the way from there. He's connected to the educational sector. He's been through a lot of ups and downs. We'll get to know about his journey today. He's none other than Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE. He's joining us all the way from Dombivli. Let's get to know more about his journey and celebrate his life today on the International Fab Talks. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Thank you, madam. Most welcome.
Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. It's really a privilege and an honor to have you here. I go ahead and share your profile and we begin the session.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. My dear friends, it's always a honor, a privilege, and a big responsibility to share the profiles of our celebrities and guests. And today, our celebrity is Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE. As I earlier mentioned, he's joining us from the lovely city called as Dombivli, Thane, Mumbai. He's completed his Ph.D, net qualified, and he's completed his B.Ed. He is a postgraduate and he's a triple postgraduate, I should mention. He has completed his English literature, that is MA in English literature, MA in Hindi literature, MA in history, and as well as completed his M.B.A. That's really wonderful, doctorate in literature, etc. He is the founder president of Jahnvis Foundation connected to education. And he also is a member of the Film Writers Association, Mumbai. He's also a wonderful writer, a great human being, a great humanitarian working for the underprivileged. Now, I'd like to add more to Sir's profile and make you understand as to how this journey began. He did not have a very easy childhood. It was quite tough, but he managed to work very hard the day he understood that education is very important in life. Education could transform you in the right way. And when he understood that, he began to transform the lives of even others by taking up, educational classes, or you could say important classes for other people. It was the night classes, I guess, that Sir has taken. So let me share his profile before we enter into the interview round. So friends, as I earlier mentioned, we have here with us Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE. His journey today is not one from the high level. It is from the lowest level to the high level. Now let us just go there. He's just from an ordinary middle class family and he reached to a top ranking educationist, and it is a beautiful testament to his determination and hard work. Despite a lot of pressure that he has been facing around, it could be the financial pressure or it could be the peer pressure, etc. It could be health that was not okay. I mean, he had a little health challenges. That's what we get to know. He rose above all these adversities and has become who he is today. And proudly today, he's a wonderful founder, president of Jahnvis Foundations. That's really nice. And he has started, this Vande Mataram degree college, Gana school, that is having the CBSE syllabus, and Gana Vidya Mandir Junior College State Board, Dombivli West. And that's really so nice to know about this person. He's also started up something called as Jana Convent School, Dawasa, for rural area of Nagpur district for poor and the underprivileged children. That's really so nice. And to add to that, he's been inspiring many people around him. He's on this entrepreneurial journey, creating a wonderful social impact. When he understood that I could really transform lives through the education that I have received, that made a wonderful difference in his life. And he began to share his expertise and change the world in a beautiful way. In the year 2002, driven by the desire to contribute beautifully to the society, he has been focusing on vocational, technical, and educational support for the lower and backward classes. Simultaneously, he was working as a lecturer and he is a life member of the Scriptwriter Association, Mumbai. He achieved financial stability while making a significant impact in the educational sector and society. Despite facing several challenges, as I mentioned earlier, he emerged victorious. At one point of time, he had to even mortgage his property to build his dream project. And what is the dream project? What he is now focusing on, that is Jahnvis Multi-Foundation. That's really very nice. And we get to know more about him and his journey, how he was able to do it. Was it easy? I'm sure, friends, it's not easy at all. It's very tough for people to overcome challenges. And when people do all of this, we have to follow them as a great inspiration and a role model. Join us now to understand as to how he's been doing all of this. I find something magical about this personality. I would like to learn a lot from sir. I'm sure you too would love to transform your life and not complain about the challenges that you face in life. Dear sir, thank you so much for being here. आपका प्रोफाइल बहुत बहुत it's wonderful, it's very nice. अब आपके बारे में सुनना, आपके बारे में जानकारी जो मिला है हमको, it's really wonderful, magical है. तो हम ये जानना चाहेंगे आप ये सब कैसे कर पाए. इससे पहले हम ये प्रश्न आपसे पूछेंगे, Who is the real Dr. राजकुमार? डॉक्टर राजकुमार, आप अपने शब्दों में अपने आप को वर्णन कीजिए.
Okay. Well, everybody is having their own stories in life. No man without story. Everybody is an actor or actresses in their own life. Some stories are on the curtain, some stories are behind the curtain. But I feel some stories are known by the people, some stories are not known by the people. That is, that will be there, remain over there. But people are I think they're heroes of their own life. Me also, there's not a very different story. I'm like a common man. Was in a village, a very small village where there was not any of the sources over there. Even the light also means power also was not available over there. And there was no road, nothing under that privilege, under privileged conditions when we were growing up. So naturally that situations make you very tough, make you very bold in the sense to take proper decisions in life. And I've always felt the poverty is one kind of boon for me, not a curse. Something different, how to do it, how to prove myself. And that way, because when I was very early age, I could not even also went for the early second or third standard. I fell down inside the foundation of temple, and that was near about 12 to 15 feet of dig. And when I came out, my hand was completely broken into pieces. So that when then I could not go to any of the schools afterwards because my health was not permitting me. But in spite of that, I was doing my studies at home. Means by referring the notes and all. That time, no digitalization and all. It was solely depend on the books and the peer team. We can say that where they were sharing with me. Their small things were there. Like Eklavya, I just studied my entire education. I never went to any of the school or colleges. Directly, I went to the school as a teacher and went to the college as a principal. It's my very different story. Means I never attended any lecture in my life, but directly I started dealing with the lecturing. So naturally, I learned a lot many things through observation. When I was very keen to learn something through my observations. Where whatever things I'm seeing, I want to know it first, and that to in the depth of that. That way, I started my life in a very small village. Then after passing the 10th standard, I got a chance to appear the national level examination. There also that examination was cracked. I stood near about 25th out of 5,000. And when I was shifted from one place to another place, means from Nagpur to Mumbai for the third or fourth round of that examination interview. Finally, I was failed in the last round. There was tears were rolling down from my eyes, but I was quite disappointed that time. But the interviewer asked me, "Ki your destiny is something different. Why you are disappointed?" And why I was failed because I could not crack the physical test of that particular interview because my hand was broken into pieces when I was tender. But I thought it's something different which is going to take life from me, was something going to have the different things, the destiny from me. That way I took. And that time I remember one story which I learned in my life. I want to share
Yes.
with you that camel and the camel baby camel. That suddenly I remember the story, baby camel. That baby camel and the camel, both of them is that mother of her were in the zoo. Sorry. And curious, through her curiosity, she was asking her mother, "Ki mom, we have a big bump on our that flat is there. Again, the big claws are available with us. Again, the big on the eyelids, you are having the big ears. What is the uses of this? All these things which is destiny is given to us." Then that mother shared with her that big bump we got because we are always in the desert and hardly there is a scarcity of water that fulfill our need. Secondly, the claws we have made big claws because we have to walk on the in the desert. That's why. And the third one is the eyelids have the big ears because always the sands are spreading everywhere. And to protect from the sand, that eyelids are available. Then through curiosity that uh, baby camel asked mother, then why we are in this zoo? What we are doing here? We should be in the desert. So like that way, I thought ki something different is going to happen in my life. I should not be disappointed at all. And that way, then I started my some different way of life.
Excellent, sir. That's really nice. Thank you for that lovely story. That's really very nice. That's very true. You have to be in the right place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's nice. Thank you so much. So it's very impressive. Now, sir, as you've said that you dropped down into the temple foundation that was going on, like how did you drop down? Did by mistake did you yourself drop down or somebody pushed you into it? Was it your right hand or left hand that was hurt?
My left hand was broken into pieces, left hand.
You
And
dropped on your own?
yeah, not dropped by my own. What happened is some my friend was just went inside that foundation when that foundation was laying down. They were playing and they went inside and they were quite hefty. So they used to come up also. But finally he was not climbing up. That's why he asked me my help.
Oh,
And I was also small. I thought better to help him out. I just lied down over there on the surface of that foundation and I put my hand inside that. He took my hand, he came up and I went down. And there was near about 3 to 4 stairs were there, and that stair distance was near about 2 to 3 feet distance of from the east stairs of that. So finally, naturally, I rolling down from the east stair to another one, and when I went inside of more than 15 feet, I found that my hand is in the two pieces. So that's why, and then naturally that not only I have broken my hand, but that I got a problem in my heart also at the same time. And since then, my health was not permitting me to do any of the things.
but sir, today you have risen to such a beautiful place. That's so nice. That's really nice. That's a beautiful thing. So, my dear friends, don't give up on life. Here's a beautiful living example of a person who has never given up on life and has made education his shield, his weapon. That's really wonderful, sir. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Now, sir, now as you grew up into a young gentleman, you entered into, the beautiful space of educating others. When did you feel that, yes, I should train others, I should take classes for others? Aapko kab laga?
Miss, when I was in, now after passing the just HSC examination, simultaneously I was not only studying, but I was doing job also. And that too in the night school, night college. And though I was in the 12th standard, but I was teaching in the 12th and the first year classes that time.
Oh, great.
Because my English was somewhat good that time because I was in that background and I was studying a lot. I got enough time, though I was not going to the school and colleges, but I got enough time to read. I was voracious reader. I read thousands of the books. I really, so that way I developed my knowledge. I got a very good friend of that time. He was senior to me, but he used to come and daily sharing with me. His name was Anant. I was really missing him a lot. Last 30 years, I could not see him where he is available right now. But that way, that childhood memories are very strong. I remember how that person was helping me out that way. How and when I was started my career, not a career means as a hobby, as a teaching. And that way, I was getting my livelihood also. In some bread and butter also, I was getting from that out of that. pocket money, I can say.
Yes.
Yeah. So that way, and then I, as a curiosity, when I was teaching in the classrooms, the students were very curious to learn the things. They were attending my lectures. I thought, "Okay, this is my right time. This is my right passion. This is my right job. I can pursue my this kind of skill in future." And that way, then I studied my completed my graduation, post graduation, and then again I joined as a in a school as a teacher, and then as a uh, professor in the college. That way I started my journey. And when I started deliver my lecture, not only of my class, but other classes students also used to come to my class and listen to me. That way I found when I was in engineering college as a communication skill lecturer over there, not only of my school, means that college students were attending my lecture, but even the staff room was empty that time. They used to come to my class and used to sit over there as a student. Then I thought, okay, I'm doing something better in my that way. And then so many workshops, seminars I developed of my own, like memory power management, like the value education, art of successful life and all. 15 hours straight where I used to take a workshop for the students. And that way that skill was developed and then my journey started. But when I started it, I thought, okay, I'm just now preaching, not implementing. Preaching is different and implementation is different because preaching is no requires skill. But of course, whatever I'm saying to the people, if I start implementing in my life, just like administration, now when I develop my school and college, I was telling the people how you can be a good administrator, good teacher, or the good person in life. But how can I develop myself and implement the things into the life? Then I thought to have the trust after means baby girl in my life, especially the name is Jahnvis. Jahnvis is the name of my daughter. When she born, then we put a name of the trust, and finally that journey started of the school and colleges.
Yes, sir. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I think Janvi has brought a lot of happiness into your lives, and that's a
Yeah, of
beautiful
course.
transformation.
Yeah, it's we can say the bliss.
Yes. So now you are also connected with writing. You write novels and poems and
Yeah,
articles and all of that. You've been publishing quite a few books now. When did this journey of a writer begin? Did it start long back or did it start like,
no, it's a quite long back. Means when I was just 16 years old, my first book published,
wow,
named Bardash. It was complete film story. Of and that too also I written in one stroke. Means I just sat and completed the story and then I left the place like that way. Means I used to write 18 hours in a day.
oh God.
As I told you, because I was not going to the school and colleges, I was a person only the attending taking the lectures in the evening. The whole day was of mine, and that was the I can say that the boost for me. That was a gift God gifted for me. That way I thought, and then not to have the impact of any of the things from outside. So I was not attending any of the things outside, not attending any of the lectures outside. In the sense that time Ramayana and Mahabharata was going on. It was on the peak time, but I was inside my room, 10 by 10 room, and I was voraciously reading and writing the things over there, 18 hours. So I think it's a God gifted things are there. It's not a skill I earned, but okay, in the time base when I was reading the books and all, that also might help me a lot for writing skills. But that I started right from my childhood.
Great. That's wonderful. That's very, very interesting. So we encourage all the youngsters out there to start writing, keep writing. One fine day, you will also become a great
That
novelist.
is your best
Yeah,
friend, I can
writer.
say. Books are your best friend. Even the writing also is your best friend because I was alone and there was no friend of mine. Even right now also I don't have friend in mind. So naturally that was my best friend. Books and my writing was my best friend. That's why I never felt I am alone in my life.
You're very true,
Always.
sir. You're very right. You're very right. It's very true. Books are our best friends. If you don't have any friends, a book is one of the best friends in the world that you could guide you in the right way. Now, sir, I'd like to ask you about the COVID journey. During the COVID time, you've been taking around about 2,000 classes, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Like, how did you do all of this? How did you connect during the COVID time with people?
Yeah, madam, it's a very wonderful journey, I can say. It's a God-gifted journey. That means what happened before COVID, I had a G plus 4-story building of my school and college. And entire this mansion I built up through loan only. It is 100% loan I have taken from the bank. Whereas we can say the project loan. This is the history in the world, in the Indian banking sector. Whereas until unless you are not putting your collateral from your side or something 20% or 30% from your side, he will not get the loan from the bank. But my case is very different. I took 100% loan from the bank, and that too on the project loan, and that they accepted. Okay, before that, more than 70 banks rejected me. I got rejection from more than 70 banks. But in spite of that, I was a man believing that theory. Attractions means when you are believing, naturally the entire kainat will help you out to get the things in your trip to come true. That way, but G plus 4 building as it was there before Corona, I had more than 100 staff members also with me. And then suddenly Corona started, means lockdown started. But before the lockdown, I had once more applied to the bank to get more loan for the extension of the building. And that was more than 10 CR and was passed just 10 days before of the lockdown. Then there was a two question in front of me. Either you just return the loan or the keep the loan with you and have the another 4-story. I choose the second option. To better to keep the loan, whatever amount we got, and we will how we can do. I don't know. Then I suddenly inquire in the nearby and ask the people to join with me. More than 100 workers joined with me, and finally, I assure them you need not worry about your future, whether the government will allow you or not, but I will pay you your salary and all. I will take care of your 100 families and I will provide the shelter and all in my premises. That's why there will be no question at all. Government will not, even the government asks, I will be the answerable to them. But again, the second question was that how will you get the materials and all, because this so complete 100% lockdown was there. But God grace is there. My school name is Jana and college name is Vande Mataram. That helped me a lot. When entire lockdown was there, that time Vande truck was just running in the Mumbai and the nearby areas, and by telling the name where you are going, Vande Mataram. Some people were thought you are going to the government, some kind of activities are going on, Vande Mataram, and similarly the Janaganaman. So that also helped me a lot. And that way, 100 workers. And then I thought that why should I be alone here? My more than 3,000 students are attached with me. More than 6,000 parents are attached with me. And I had a skill of that to deliver the lectures and all. Then I started a webinar. Near about more than 200 webinars are conducted regular basis on different topic. Whereas hundreds and thousands of people were attaching like we are attached now together. That way, hundreds of the people daily at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5:30, 6 o'clock. And wife, she was taking along with me that nutritious food kind of things were there for 10-15 minutes. So that way our journey started. And whatever I deliver through webinars, and that I converted into books. Not more than 8 to 10 books we could do it in the Corona time. Means I am not remembering I wear the mask. I have not remember any of the person got affected of COVID here. Not a single person. Whereas I was among of in midst of more than 1,000 families here together. So I was telling the people, Corona is just like a small disease. You please be afraid. Shut down the TVs. Shut down all the communication from outside. Be happy. Do your regular exercises and all, and attend the proper lectures and all. That way, journey started, and really God's grace, not a single person of my family. My family means I'm not talking about my personal family. I'm talking about more than 100 families. We're together. Not a single person affected of COVID. It was really great blessings from the God.
Yes, that's really nice. A beautiful explanation about the COVID situation and how you managed to face it in the right way and empowering other people as well, as many people were connected with you, several parents and students and families. That's really nice. Now, sir, you are also you have been also conducting like lots of on organizing national level conferences on youth empowerment and NGO participation in social transformation, recognizing rural eminent personalities. You award them and you give them recognition. Now, when did this journey begin, and how did you feel that, yeah, I should give importance to others, recognize others' talent, and appreciate them?
See what happened. I'm not after this any of the awards and any of the name and fame. Naturally, when you do something good, things are followed you because you are after your shadow, you can't catch the shadow. Like that, things are happened. The name and fame is like a shadow. If you do something good, like when we are not only preaching, but I was distributing the food, whatever of my capacity. That time, I just was distributing among all the people. I got hundreds of the call that time, but I never publicize it in the any of the newspaper. Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People, those who were knowing me, they were calling me, and I was supplying that things to them. And not only that, but we are running the private institutions over here. Not a single pie we are getting from the government. Not a single pie concession we got from the government. But in spite of all this, I took 1 more crore loan from the bank to just distribute the salaries to my people. But they have not went to the way wire over there. No, I told them, if you are alive, things will happen automatically. Otherwise, if you are not there, it is of no use. So better why not to pay the salary to them? I have paid the salaries of all the corona time. So that way, when we are doing something good, the people are known. And as you are talking about the conferences and all, because as I told you earlier, I was conducting the workshops, seminars at a big level where the thousands of people were attending. And meanwhile, I forgot to tell you because I attached with the spiritual organization. That was my big strength, I can say. To physically, mentally, there were so many challenges in front of me, socially, so many challenges. But as was attached with the spiritual organization like Brahma Kumaris and like that, so that boosts my a lot of energy, I can think. And that way, I could spread my things in all over the world. Then I could get invitation from the Tedx also. Last time, I'm the big platform of Tedx. There are 100 global leaders also. Naturally, they came to me and they recognized me. So many awards. And I'm very fond of event management. Means I event management like the preaching skill, event also in my blood. I think so. Because I want the things to be the best manner to be presented over there. So naturally, I just like recently we had JMF Rashtriya Youth Puraskar at international national level. We finalized one big personality. So this year we recognize Paramveer Chakras. Yogendra Singh Yadav was invited in my campus. He got a Paramveer Chakra. You know the Paramveer Chakra is the highest gallantry award. And that man came and we awarded him that kind of our honor to him, and he accepted wholeheartedly. So like that way, last time, every 5 years we are doing these activities. Last time we invited ambassador to India, Mr. Kenneth Juster. He invited me that time to America. I was along with him for 3 days. When I seen his life, when I seen his personal life and the social life, political life, I thought, why not invite the person like him? He also wholeheartedly accepted our invitation and he also took that honor. So that way, the messages are spread widely. Again, now the next month, I'm invited in London and that too in the Cambridge University to deliver a talk over there. So that way, just things are spreading, and whatever things comes to me, I accept it wholeheartedly without any choice.
You're a very humble person, sir. That's really very nice. Very nice. Get to know about you is like, feeling good that there are people who are very calm, down to earth, spiritual. That's really nice. It's wonderful. To give importance to others, to feel important about yourself, and to accept the challenges. That's really nice. Now, sir, you've also delivered TED Talks on Dream, Believe, Act, and Achieve, and you are also connected with CMD of
Kolheiens
Kolheiens
Educare.
Educare Private Limited, right?
Mhm.
And you were awarded the top 100 global educational leaders award, all of it. That's really nice. So how does that feel now? Such a beautiful transformation. कहाँ से कहाँ तक आ चुके हैं आप? तो आपको कैसा लगता है?
Just I feel not anything else, anything different I'm doing. It's my duty as a human being. Whatever things we got by the grace of God is, I think, out of billion and out of billions, one among of that we got that things, and that I always feel to share it with others. Sharing and caring is most basic funda of mine. Without that, life will not be fulfilled. Now you may not believe. I'm just telling you. Now I bought a land. Even though my maximum people are in the pension scheme. I started pension scheme for my staff members. Whereas government stopped the pension, and I have started pension scheme for my staff members. Means all the contribution I'm not taking from them. Contribution from my trust, I'm collecting it and donating to them.
How so?
Like that, again, the land I bought for the new university I want to develop, a new naturopathy's big campus I want to develop. His name is JMF Universal Canopy. Whereas I bought the land, first 4 acre land I have given to my staff members. I donated to my staff members. Whereas thousand square feet land I kept for them. And the remaining again 2 acre land is I kept for the big organization in the world. Because I feel until and unless the people, those who are with you, if they are not grown up, if they are not with you, the life will be empty. It's not no man is an island in the world. So life will be fulfilled when the people are with you and when they also are growing simultaneously along with you. So when you are thinking, when you are doing like that, and I think it's blessings of the Supreme God power. Without that, like these thoughts also will never come. People are asking me, he you just bought some 10 to 15 acre of land and 50% land you donated it. So then I feel ki is not of mine. What else you are going to take it ultimately? Until unless the people, those who and at present at the end, when I started my journey, I was nothing. And today also I am nothing with the people. As they are there, that's why we are there. So that way, when you are thinking globally and doing work locally, so naturally, you get the recognitions, you get the blessings, all the round corners, and you get that chances over there in life. And ultimately, what else we require? Satisfaction, the peace of mind. That peace of mind means not only the peace of mind just for saying, but the sound sleep at night without
Right.
any disturbances. Yeah, without any clues. Okay, you are very happy, and I'm the happiest person in the world. Like that, that feeling is there, and I got a chance, and I got a chance to be an instrument to help others. Otherwise, like me, thousands of people and lakhs of people in the world are there, but God have chosen me only here just to do something, and that too for others. And when the things are happening, naturally, my family also helping me. That way, the people will follow me. I am very much regular in my campus, whatever duties God allotted me. I also feel one of the member of among of them. So that way, I never felt I am a boss. I am a something different. I am just got something different position. No, just till yesterday I was that side, another side. Now I am this side. That way is
Yes.
going on.
Yes, there's a lot of peace on your face, like lots of peace and calmness. As you said, peace is like to have a good night's sleep without any stress or tension. That's really wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Now, sir, everyone's journey is different, as you mentioned. That's really very true. Your journey has been a very beautiful one till date. Now, sir, I'd like to ask you one question. What is your dream still now? You have achieved so much till date. What is your future dream? You want to open a university, as you've mentioned. Now, apart from that, what is else on your bucket list? Your dream project?
My dream project is means I'm not thinking of the okay. I make a blueprint of that. Just like I had made a blueprint of my this trust and all the schools and colleges. now together is growing in a very nicely. But finally now we thought to have that naturopathy center plus community development center, that is universal canopy, that is going on. So ultimately my dream is what? Just to serve the people, whatever in my capacity, of my capacity. Whatever things are coming to me that I want to do it. I'm thinking that the best day, how I can pass today, naturally that day, the future is always depend on of my today, how I pass it. So that's why the way is going on. I feel the without any problem. Though the let the problem comes, I never say the God ke problem should not come. I feel that let the problem come, but it immediately means at the same time I should get that much strength to face the challenges.
Super.
Problem converted into challenge. So that way is going on. The as such dream is of that now. Just to my all the people together are there. Even after when they will pass out, when they pass out in the sense that when they will complete their journey with me after 60, they again also they should be continuing the second inning of them in something different for the development of the society. How we can do the best for the nation and the ultimately for the world, that we are thinking.
That I haven't met a person today like this who's been so concerned and so kind enough to make others feel good and at the same time, feel good. There are people who are always very selfish, self-centered, but you come across as a wonderful human being. That's really great. So I feel that really, they say that God can't be present everywhere. So, and that's why he created mothers. And so he has also created a person like you to, help people around, to create more happiness in the world and to bring joy through education, through being a great philanthropist. That's really wonderful, sir. It's really great. What made you take this risk? आपने इतना बड़ा risk क्यों लिया, sir?
Madam, what I felt, though I came from that background,
जी.
I just shifted to the urban area like Mumbai. Simultaneously, I thought from where I started my journey in that area, where was nothing was available over there. That was my duty. That's why simultaneously, when I took a loan here, I developed the school over there also. And for the people, those who were really in the downtrodden conditions, the students, means that children, those who were there, because I found that in the Maharashtra, some of the places, the farmer society and all. So that's why that when I was visiting to the place, I found that the students, there is no school for 30 kilometers of the radius, 40 kilometers of the radius. Schooling is not there. Then I thought to have the school over there. And why not to not only to start the school, but the good education like we are providing in Mumbai. Similar kind of education, similar kind of vastu uh, we develop over there. And near about more than 200 students are studying over there last 10 years. And first batch of the 10th standard pass out this year now, just now, in the March 2024. And all the 7 students were there. All the 7 got 90% and above. First stood 94.40. In the village where there is no facility at all, there is no classes at all. No, for the sake of the getting acquire more and more things not available. But under that circumstances, 7 students, 100% result and got above 90%. So that is the milestone which we thought, and by the grace of God, we could achieve it. So now more than 200 plus students are studying over there. Maximum expenses we are bearing from here for them, and we are getting good fruits over there. Just not for the education for the urban people, but similarly, our rural India also should be developed equally. Then and only we can say that our country will be in the superpower. Otherwise, in one way you are developing the nation, another way you are handicapped, nothing will happen. So simultaneously, I thought for the both the ways, and things are going nicely.
Excellent, excellent. So as you said, like the urban and the rural area should be given importance, and you're giving lots of importance to the educational sector with regard to the rural people from the rural background, including their food, etc., etc. That's really wonderful, sir. That's beautiful. Now, sir, when you are doing all of this good work, There will be people who dislike you. There will be people who will like be against you. So in your life, have you seen people who are against your thoughts and views? कि आप ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं? थोड़ा सा तो क्लैशेस आते होंगे, तो आपकी लाइफ में ऐसे कोई क्लैश ऐसा कुछ हुआ है सर किसी के साथ?
Yeah, madam. Means what happened when I started? Naturally, these types of things are doing by the politicians, and I'm not in politics. First of all, that I'm telling you. Uh, I have the good friends everywhere. I have the good terms with all the people, but I'm not. I have not joined any of the political party right from my childhood, and even today also, I'm not attached with any of the political background. So naturally, that things people when they are seeing that key without expectation how the person is doing over there. So finally, then when I was doing that activities in the rural areas, all nearby people, those who are in the politics, they thought ki now he may be developing his own status over there to fight the election in near future. That's why otherwise who the person will come over in the rural areas and doing all these activities over there. Generally always have the uh, selfish kind of the thoughts and all. But in the one platform, I invited all the politicians over there and I told them, even my next seventh birth, I will not be in the politics because that is
Excellent,
not of my
excellent.
cup of tea. I am a social worker. I am in the society. I just God has given me a lot for doing the society, and this is my capacity. I can't think about that. So naturally that whatever things problems came to me that is disappeared. But we have to face a lot of challenges because when you are not in political background, simply you are academician and academician started school and college is a big challenge. Generally, until unless you are not having the big financial background and all, you can't run these things and all. But finally, we can say that if you are the good determination, strong team along with you, and good support from family, anything can achieve. And this is my strength, I can think.
Excellent, sir. That's really very nice. That's beautiful. Now, sir, you have good family support. That's what you say. You have good family support.
Yeah,
Now,
good family support.
family
Yeah.
support. Now, if you can share something about your family, about your daughter, about madam, like she is like also connected with school. That is,
Yeah, sorry.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
madam,
Okay.
Madam Prerna, Dr. Prerna Rajkumar.M.KOLHE, she is taking care of the school children. I am taking care of the degree college students. And Dr. Jahnvi, she is attached with the film industry because she wanted to develop her career as a director, not as an actress. So naturally, she was studying in our Hyderabad only for 8 years. She spent over there in Annapurna studio. She studied over there. She came back to here, back to Mumbai. Then we developed our own studio, and we also started our own production house over here. Not only the education, but production house also we started over here. And all the like-minded people come together, and she started her career in that way. And then she directed one series. We produced the series Simple Hyena in Marathi, and that was widely published in all over India, all over the world. More than 7 OTT platform it was published in the month of May and got good vibes from all the corners of the world. Another series also they developed that is the Mission Jannat. So that also will publish will be released very soon. So that way, family support is there. Until unless family support, whatever I think about my family in the sense that wide family, about my staff and together, they always supporting me. They never say no for that. Anyhow, until unless support is not there, you can't do it. Whatever thoughts are coming to my mind, I always share with them, and we want to do something for the betterment of the society. They always okay because they know that we had nothing in the world when we came to this platform, and naturally, this all the God gifted we can say. Though our efforts are there, but finally gifted things are there. So why should not we return it? Because when our journey will be return journey already we started. So we feel that we are having everything in the world, but that is not there. We are always have to be in a very consciously, have to think that our return journey, always we are return journey. And when you are in return journey, then naturally you can accumulate that much where you can carry. Otherwise, it will be the burden on your head, your shoulder, your life, and you will not be happy. So naturally, I always feel I am in the return journey. I have to keep my luggage very light. Then only I can fly. Then only I can think a lot. Then only I can do a lot. Otherwise, if you carry more burden on me, on my shoulder, on my head, I will not be happy. So that way things are going on.
Excellent, sir. That's really very nice. You explained that so beautifully. That's really nice. You're a wonderful father as well, because you've given your daughter the choice to select her career. Like
Yeah.
if she was interested in film, so you allowed her to go into that film production and all of that. You've given her the wings to fly. That's really nice. So not only you're a good administrator, you're a good father as well. You have a wonderful way of dealing with your daughter. That's really very nice. Now, sir, what is the change you'd love to see in the world? बदलाव कहाँ पर होनी चाहिए अब? आप इतना सब कुछ देख चुके हैं इस दुनिया में आज तक, और आगे आप बढ़ चुके हैं, फिर भी हमारे इस देश में, इस दुनिया में कुछ ना कुछ बदलाव होना चाहिए, तो कौन से एरिया में बदलाव आना है सर?
Yeah, madam. Well, I think self transformation is the world transformation.
वाओ,
You
ग्रेट.
can't change the world. You can't change the world because that is not cup of mine. And if I think about that to change the world, I will be unhappy. Again, the like others, like people, I'm seeing that a lot of stress and everything is in their mind, and finally the blood pressure is very high, sugar is down and up, and that they are ended somewhere. That should not be there. The better each and everybody should start the journey. Think about first what I can do the best for my nation, whatever of my capacity. If I'm thinking of that way, that's why of those who attach with me, they also instead of preaching, I'm always ask the people to through observation as a role model. If I are in front of them, naturally things will come out. So as such, because I'm not on a big position where I can change the world, I can promise the people, okay, I will do that. If I be a president or I be a prime minister, this, that is the daydreaming will be there. Better I always feel whatever capacity the God has given to us, each and everybody, I'm not talking about me, I'm now talking about the world, whatever the capacity you have, you do your duties the best, the world will be the best at a place. You need not think about the what you think first, what the best you can do for the nation and at last for the world. That is my philosophy.
Yes, sir. That's really very nice. Thank you for sharing that, sir. Thank you very much. Now, sir, I'd like to ask you with regard to sports and games.
Yeah.
Like, what are the different sports and games that you have in your educational institution?
Yeah, madam, because we are in education sector, naturally students are of different sectors, mindsets are available over here. Almost all are not good in studies and almost all are not good in sports. So naturally, as per their capacity, as per their choice, we have to develop their skill. Just like recently, some of the students came to me just 4 5 days before one incident I'm telling you. And they were also demanding me, sir, we want one big mat and the expense is more than lakhs of rupees of the mat. I told if you want to do it something good for the nation and for you, okay, I will help you out. Why not? But contribute something at least 5% or 10% from your pocket so that at least 5%, 1% also, so that you feel kids belongs to me. Then it will not be torn into pieces. So that way the sports, I think at our capacity, the students from different level, we are indoor sports, we are outdoor sports. We don't have the big grounds because we are always in Mumbai and always developing the vertical side, not in horizontal sides. So that's why, but anyhow, whatever possible help, some of the students at international level, they are playing, some of the students national level, some of the students at the state level, university level. Like last year, in the cultural group of my college got a university level gold medal. So that way, whatever the capacity of the students when they come to us and when we observe them at any level, we are supporting that. Just before of your international FAB talks, one of the student of mine came to me just 2 hours before. And she was showing me, sir, I got a chance in German university and one of the best universities in the world, and that to MSc in chemistry. Because last 4 years I was supporting her just to fill up the form, just to whatever support required. And that way she was very much happy and the tears were rolling down from her eyes. Sir, finally I got a chance. So when we are supporting directly, indirectly at any level, at their capacity, at our capacity, so naturally people are just recognize it. That way we recognize the skill of the students, either maybe the sports or maybe the cultural extracurricular activities like NSS, NCC. I always have the personal talk with my students. Always I mingle with the students. I see the best of them. I have never kept my uh, board over here. You can see me only particular time 1 to 2 or 12 to 1. Anytime you can see as a family member. I always say the people, you never take appointment of your father and mother. Whenever you feel, you see them. You like that, you can come and see whatever you want to discuss. Openly you discuss. My number is available with my all students. My personal number is available with my all students. Even the corona time also. They were calling me at 2 o'clock at midnight, 3 o'clock midnight. Sir, I got this problem. I want this injection, that injection. Whatever of my capacity, I was calling the people and telling them, you okay. So that way these things was going on.
Yes, sir. There was a slight technical issue and we are back again. Thank you so much. That's really very nice about the sports that you've shared and cultural activities, etc. Thank you very much. Now, sir, one major question, sir, with regard to mental health. Now, we can give them all the physical things that they require, food, clothing, books, and all of that, games, everything. But there is something called as mental health. So what steps have you taken for your students and for the people around you with regard to mental health?
Yeah, well, mental health, of course, as I was telling you regarding the social, physical, and all kind of development over there. Simultaneously, mental health, we have the very good MOUs with the Brahma Kumaris, like-minded institution in all over different capacity. They are coming to us. We organize here the yoga session, meditation sessions for the students. Even the good different subjects talk also we organize here. And need base, whatever the students require, we have counseling sessions over here, one-to-one counseling session we start over here. We are open to them. So naturally, whatever the stress comes in, because the life is full of stress everywhere. We can't say that the problems are not, problems are available, but some outlets are required. If the legs are available, but if the outlet is not there, it will be burst. Something wrong will done. So like that, this is the young people, young generation of the today's era is having a lot of capacity, mental capacity is available, but there are some of them without proper guidance are wasting over there. That's why how to use the social media and all, how to minimize these things, how you can put maximum of your mental capacity to rebuild your energy, to regenerate yourself through meditation, through yoga, day-to-day basis. So that sessions are regularly we are organizing in our campus, not only campus but in other places also. We are doing it at that particular activities so that our students community, our people, those who are stakeholders, those who attach with us, they should be stress free. And we focus more on the extracurricular activities over here. So that way, what happened? Just like today, we celebrated Guru Purnima. Just like just before 2 days before, we had a rain walk. We took all our students in the rain dances over there. So that way, what happened? They burst their stress. This is the stress buster. When you are mingle with them, when you are dancing with them, when you are learning and earning, so most of the students are earning also because their livelihood depend on them. So that way, when you are helping them out, their life will be easy. That will not be stressful.
Yes, that's a beautiful way. Very, very well explained. I'm so happy to know that you all are giving importance to mental health as well. As you said, no, people should be free. Students should be also stress-free. That's really nice. You mentioned about the rain dance. You mentioned about Guru Purnima. That's really excellent, sir. That's wonderful. Now, sir, would you like to share some beautiful memories about your mother and father? You were close to your mom or dad. I mean, you are one of the best, uh, sons of India and, of course, of your mother as well. So, with regard to your mother, any beautiful memory you'd love to share with
Yeah,
us?
yeah. Of course, I am a very blessed child, I can say. Very good mother and father, still they are alive. Still they are blessing me. And that village where I started school, that is the place where I was born, and still I'm taking care of them in a very of my capacity, whatever possible. I frequently visit over there. Daily, I am just I have the this habit to talk with mother and father on the regular basis. Even my all the relations also, once in a week I talk with the people at least for 2 minutes instead of sending the message of good morning and good afternoon. I just talk with them personally for 2 to 3 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, and things are going nicely. So that way I can say not only the just like Sri Krishna's had one more mother, Yashoda and Devki. So like me also, I am very blessed. I got a mother like Yashoda also who has taken of my care when I started my life over there. And that's why I never say I have one mother, I have two mothers over there who has taken my care, because when I shifted in one village to do my odd job over there I got a very good human being, and she took my care as her child, and she just adopted me as her own son. And since last 30 to 35 years of that journey, I never remember that any of the week without talking. I just started my day. So that way, when we are just with the people like that, we have the blessings from our ancestors, we can say, from our mother, father, and the like-minded people. Naturally, your life is full of enthusiasm and stress-free. Is a blessed child, I can say. So that way, my father is originally is from doctor, medicinal doctor. I always say कि आप मलम के डॉक्टर हो और मुझे भगवान ने कलम का डॉक्टर बनाया. So that way I always share with him. And he also started his way of life. Just take just 10 rupees from the patient, not more than 10 rupees. So that way he was doing the service of the village people. So that when I was observing him, he is only for the society. He is not earning money like other people. People are earning, whereas more than 3 to 400 patients he was seeing on regular basis, but not more than 10 rupees he was charging from anybody. So that way, when he was observing, and happily people were living from his hospital, small dispensary. They were coming with hundreds of the problem, but when they were leaving the place with full of happiness on the face. So naturally, I feel money matters, but okay. But when you are spreading the love, when you are doing spreading the message to the people, kindness and all, so that help us a lot. But that kindness should not be blind kindness. That should be open-minded kindness. Thank you.
Yes, that's really nice, sir. Thank you so much for sharing about your father and mother as well, and as well as your second mother, as you mentioned, who has adopted you. That's very nice. You mentioned her as Yashodhara in your life. That's wonderful, sir. That's great. Now, sir, one fine day we are no more on this earth. We all know that we have to return back. And as you've mentioned, that we have to return back without any baggage. We cannot take anything and go with us. But, sir, we leave something behind and go. So, what is it like? What legacy you want to leave behind? Like, how should people remember Dr. Rajkumar M. Kolhe?
Well, Dr. Rajkumar is a son of all. Everybody should feel if you get a son like a Rajkumar, if I get a father like a Rajkumar, if I get a person like a Rajkumar, means what happened if I get a person like him in my house, in my family, how my life will be there. So that way, everybody should feel like that. So naturally, I want to be a family member of everybody. I don't want to be the family member of one or two or three persons. Let me be available everywhere as not as a physical form, but through my activities, through my karmas, whatever I did in my life, let it be passed, and that should be my legacy, nothing else. As a I have the 100 crore of that value of the asset or 1,000 crore for value of asset. I'm not believing in that because that will be there and that is belongs to the society, that it belongs to the nation. He will not think anything else. But your thought, your karmas, your good karmas, whatever you did in your life, that legacy I want to keep in the with the people forever.
Excellent, sir. That's a beautiful way to share your beautiful thought with regard to how people should remember you once you are no more on this earth. That's really very nice. Now, sir, how many countries have you been traveling to?
Yeah, means I have traveled not more than 20 countries. I got a chance that also not as a tourist. I went as just invited somewhere as a lecturer. I was to deliver the lecture, to attend the conferences, to something like that. Because I never thought to just simply just go on good. But meanwhile, okay, once you finish your task, then see the nearby places. Like last year, I got a chance to visit the Japan. And Japan, the two good big universities of the Japan and the big schools. We have the MOU with them. And I started also with for my students over here. I tie up with the Educare of Japanese system because even I went over there and seen the how the system is well developed over there, how the people are self-dependent, they are not dependent on anybody else, self-reliant. So that way, I just how the MOUs with them. Now the Japanese are coming to my school. I started Japanese language also since so many years in my school as a third language, fourth language, even the German also, because I am believing not only your own country's languages, but the globally, whatever the base in the world, at least one foreign language student should have it. One language, foreign language. Apart from your mother language, national tongue, father tongue, mother tongue, at least one foreign language. That also will help you a lot. So that way, Japan I visited last year. Before that, I visited USA also. Then before in between, I visited all the European countries, 6 to 7 European countries. And now again, I got a chance to visit London to attend the conference as well as to deliver a talk on a skill-based education, and that too in the Cambridge University. Then after finishing of my task, 4 to 5 days in the Cambridge University, then I will be on tour with my family together. So that way, always I never go alone. I take my madam and daughter and some people, if possible, along with me to learn something from that country, so that I can contribute to my society. Then.
Excellent. So that's really nice that, as you've said, one foreign language also should be there included with the other languages, mother tongue and our national language and whatever the
Yeah.
official language that we have, and a foreign language as well. That's really nice. And so I'm so happy that you have included even the Japanese language. That's really nice to be bonded and connected with the world, to network with other people in the right way, to give lots of chances to the people to reach out to different countries, to connect in the right way. That's wonderful, sir. Now, sir, you are a wonderful inspiration to all of us. I think the entire area where you are staying, that Dombivli area, Thane and all of that, they will look up to you as a great inspiration. You are a wonderful inspiration. To me, you're a wonderful inspiration. I think in every state or every district or maybe every village, I should say, there should be one person like Dr. Rajkumar who could transform the lives of people. आपकी लाइफ में सबसे बड़ा इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से मिला आपको ये सब करने के लिए? परमात्मा से या खुद में या आप किसी और को आपने देखा है?
I think, well, because as I told you, because I never seen any teacher in my life in the sense, I never attended any school or colleges. So naturally, but wherever I get a chance, a little bit, wherever it's in the school or the college life. But finally, I can say that more inspiration, intuition I got from inside only. And with the Supreme God Father, always I believe in that. Without that is without the proper connection with that, things will not come out. So you are doing a lot, you have a lot of dreams, you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of things to do in your life. But without proper, just like we are disconnected so many times over here. If you until unless connection, proper connection is not there, we can't communicate. So similarly, I think always I believe we should have the proper connection with this universal power. And if you are connected with that universal power with proper frequency, things goes very smoothly. Frequency should match. Either maybe the human being or maybe the superpower. So I always believe in the frequency. You have to match with the frequency with that universal power. And if you are matching the frequency with the universal power, things comes automatically nicely. Because like me, there are thousands and the lakhs and the crores of the people in the world. I'm not a island. I'm not a big superman in the world. But I feel I have good communication. I have good frequency with that Supreme God Father. By the grace of that, things are happening very nicely in my life. So as a role model, I feel because okay, even the as a human being, I can say that each and everybody in front of me, those who are coming, like God Dattatreya had 24 gurus. Well, I feel I am having the thousands and the lakhs of the people of my gurus in place of gurus, because whenever they come to me, even any person in my life, I always feel for how the best things I can take from him. I'm not saying the worst, I'm saying the best one, because God has created this human being in this world. So something good is available with him or her. So how can do the best from him or her? How can I extract the good things from him or her? So like that way, so I feel is a big role model, the universal power, and without it, I would have been nothing in this world.
Excellent, sir. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. It's wonderful, really great the way you shared it with such beauty. And you gave a very conscious answer that I meet people and I see the best in them and I would like to take the best from everybody. That's really nice, sir. Now, sir, what is the message you'd love to give to all the people? What is the message from Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE?
My message is very simple. We all are the unique in this world. Nobody can play our role better than us. Everybody is unique in the world. We got a very beautiful role in this life. Better you play at the most like a hero and heroines. Nobody is better than you in the world. And if you have the feeling of that, God's grace, you got a very good role in your life. So that way, everybody should have the same thinking. Whatever the role you got, maybe the small role or a big role, finally, people will remember that you were particular timing, the best you played over there, and that will be remembered forever. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. We look forward to many more interactions. I'll end the session. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. My dear friends, with this, we come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. We had a wonderful time with our celebrity and guest. He is Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE. He has been doing a wonderful job for all of us. He's been working very hard for the educational sector and to uplift the underprivileged. If you like this video, do share it with one and all. And don't forget to share it with the right kind of people. You never know who may be inspired by the work of Dr. Rajkumar.M.KOLHE. And if you like what the International Fab Talk team is doing, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Stay blessed and stay safe. Don't forget to love your family, love yourself, and respect the environment. And of course, be a great social service, like you could give your services the way Sir has done his very best, serving the nation, serving the universe in the right way.